Republican Party's economic platform, it's a weird hybrid of protectionism and free market policies. Not the sort of thing you'd expect from a Republican administration. It calls, for example, for tariffs and yet supporting workers from unfair foreign competition. It supports innovation in areas like crypto, artificial intelligence and space, and it promises to cut taxes and reduce regulation. Jason Furman was the chair of the White House Council of Economic Advisors. I always get that the wrong way around. Under Barack Obama. The good professor joins me now. All right. Donald Trump, I mean, the eye-watering headline of his economic policies is tariffs. Tariffs on China, 60%. It's all going to be very horrible. And yet the market's taking that in its stride.
Yeah, I don't know exactly the answer to that, Richard. I've always viewed my role as to say how I see things, not just simply restate how the market sees things, but I take the market seriously and try to pay attention to it. It's possible they don't believe he would do this. I'm willing to say it's not definite that he'll follow through on every single crazy economic idea he's announced in the last couple of months.
Well, no, I guess my question, Jason, really was maybe Donald Trump's policy is not as bad as it sounds.
Oh, I think to the degree markets don't move as much as I think they do, it's because people think he won't do something as crazy as put a 10% tariff on every single thing that Americans buy from abroad. You have anything in your house, look around, virtually anything that's manufactured in your house, probably made abroad, it's going to cost 10% more. I think they believe he won't follow through on that. I don't know if he's going to follow through or break his campaign promises. I certainly hope if he's elected, he breaks all those promises, but you never know.
And of course, the extension of the tax breaks, that's all going to be done. And I suspect those of us that live in blue states are not going to get any relief, particularly New York or California, on the state and local income tax relief, which he spectacularly savaged down. You can hear my own personal bile at that particular measure.
That's like the best policy he did, Richard.
What?
Well, maybe not the best, but it was a pretty good one. He also used to be against crypto, thought money was really money, that there wasn't really any great use case for crypto, but unfortunately he's changed on that one.
Now, J.D. Vance is, he is in favor of strong regulation and indeed would like to see a lot of big tech broken up, which is, he wants a strong DOJ to actually start enforcing, different to what Donald Trump necessarily wanted originally, and not usually a Republican policy, is it?
Yeah, no, that is quite a shift. And it's notable, I think it takes a place where the Biden administration moved things in the right direction, which is making it tougher on mergers, but overshot the mark and has been too prolific in trying to block those mergers, losing a lot in court. And so I hope that's not the strategy that either administration would want to follow over the next 4 years. We need a rebalancing with, reasonable antitrust, but not sort of going way beyond the law and economics.
You see, Jason, the U.S. economy fundamentally is strong. It's in good shape. Yeah, you could point out to some, to the federal deficit, and you can point out to the Social Security accounts and all of that. But fundamentally, it's in a very good shape at the moment.
Oh, yeah, look, the growth for the second quarter is tracking at 2.7%. The inflation rate has come down a lot. The unemployment rate is low. I was recently in Europe. Everyone there is envious of the United States. They would love to have the economy that we have in the United States right now. Not a lot of things have gone right here.
All right, so let's just do the knee-jerk reflex question. Fed cuts. September, do you think? Can they now afford to say, we're here, we're at the right number, give or take, we're starting to cut?
I think September is likely the right time. We'll have more data before then. I think that's what they'll do. Another cut in December. The bigger issue is I don't know how many more cuts there'll be after that. It depends on how inflationary the next president's agenda is. It also depends on what the neutral rate is. And it's risen, I think, a lot more than the Fed thinks it's risen. I don't think we're headed back to a 2 point whatever Fed funds rate in normal times.
What do you think? 3.5, 3.75?
I'd go with 375. That would be where my long run dot would be if I were there.
Good to see you. Thank you, sir. I'm grateful, as always. Thank you.